What's up, guys? So this song is going to be in a different tuning. So to read through what every string is going to be tuned to. So the first low E string is going to be tuned down to a D. The A string is going to be tuned to a G. D string tuned to a C. G string stays the same. B string is tuned to a C. And then high E string is tuned to a D. Okay? That's how it sounds. So again, it's D, G, C, G, C, D. Okay, so to jump right into that, I'm just going to call the strings out how they normally would be with, E, A, D, G, B, E. Just make it easier. So you're going to come up to the 7th fret. You're going to put your ring finger on the B string, your middle finger on the D string. Okay, so those two strings. Every other string is going to be open. And you're going to, I do it like a slow up strum. Okay, and then I do like a really light strum. So then you're gonna move it down 1 fret to the 6th fret and do the same thing. When I do that light strum on that, when I go down, up, down, up, down, up, and then when you're going back down, you're just gonna hit the low, or you're gonna hit the A string by itself, open. So it's like this. Okay, hit that open A, and then you're gonna make this shape. You're gonna do 3rd fret on the B, 4th fret on the G, 5th fret on the D, with your pointer, middle, and ring finger. And then you're gonna put your pinky on the B string on the 5th fret. So you hit that open A, like I said, then you go. So the pinky is 2 strums on with it on, then take it off, and then I move that whole shape down 1 fret with the 3 fingers, like that. So from the beginning. That's the next one. I just do, it's kind of like you're gonna do like a power A chord with your, just barring the strings with your pointer, but you do it on the 3rd fret, and I just barring the D, G, and B string. Okay, or you could just hold those 3 strings down like an A chord too, Either way, so it's. And then you let that ring out. You just do 1 strum, let it ring out a little bit. Then you hit that open A string again twice. That's the next part. So you're going to do like that exact shape. You're going to bring it down to the 2nd fret this time. Just bar from the D string down. And you're strumming like the A string down. Okay, so then once you strum that once, I bring my pinky to the 4th fret on the G string, like that. You do 2 strums on that. You could use your ring finger too, but it's just, for me, it's easier to do the pinky. So it's. Okay, so from this part again. And then just do like a little strum, and then the next part's gonna sound like this. You're gonna come to the 11th fret, and you're gonna do that same shape as the beginning, as the intro, where it's ring finger on the B, middle finger on the D. Okay, on the 11th fret. So you're just going to move this shape around the neck. So it's going to start on the 11th, 9th, 12th, 11, 4, and then I slide it to the 9th and do 2 strums on that. So it's and then just like a little strum and then do it again. Okay, so it jumps into this part then. Okay, so what that is then is you're going to start with the B string on the 10th, G string 11th, and D string 12th. And you're gonna strum that and then slide and then move it down one fret and strum again. So it's and then you're gonna keep your index finger on the B on the 9th, and then you're gonna do like that A minor shape. So you're gonna add the ring and middle finger to the 10th fret on the D and the G, like that. And I do, like, you could do a down strum or an up strum. He does it both ways, so I think it sounds nice doing an up strum, or and then you just do some little strums. Okay, so again from here. Okay, then you're going to go to this shape on the 5th fret. It's going to be the high E with your ring finger, and then you're going to start with the D string on the 5th fret with your middle finger too, and you're going to strum that from like the A string down. Then you're going to move it to the 4th fret on the D string, and then open. Okay, so you're going to do that twice. Then right back into this again. Okay, you're going to do that a few times, and then it gets to when you're back at this part for the last time. Do a little walk up, so when it's open it's going to go 4th, 5th again, 1 strum on each. So it sounds like this. Okay, so coming out of goes into this next part. It sounds like this. Alright guys, so for this next part, he's going to be doing this like descending riff, and there's a little lick in between each time he does it. So you're going to bar again on the 2nd fret from the D string down, but you're going to strum from the A string down. Okay, so this is how the descending riff part sounds. It's going to sound like this. Okay, so that part, every time you do it, you're going to bring a finger on the D string from the 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, okay? So this is the first time, the 2nd time here, 3rd time here, and then 4th time on the 5th fret. So I use my middle on the 3rd fret, I use my ring finger on the 4th fret, and I use my pinky on the 5th fret. Okay, So again, it looks like this. Okay, I know that part might be a little tricky, but if you just keep practicing it, and you'll get it. So in between, every time you do one of those, it's gonna sound like this. It's gonna do that little lick. So what that is gonna be 2nd fret G, 4th fret G, then open G. Then to the 2nd fret G, 4th fret D, open G, 2nd fret D. So slow. Okay. So he's gonna add that into that descending like I just showed you. So this is how it sounds all together. Okay. So I think that's one of the coolest parts of the song, and it's probably one of the hardest parts to learn. So just keep practicing that over and over again, and it's really not that hard. It just takes some time, some practice. Yeah, so that last time when your pinky's on the 5th fret, then you're gonna strum from the high E, B, and G, and you're still barred on the 2nd fret. Okay, so moving through the song onto the next part, it sounds like this. Alright, so that's the next part. So what you're doing here is you're going to be barred on the 4th fret. I bar from the D string down through the low E string, or the high E string, all 4 strings. Then, I don't know if, for me this is the easiest way. I use my thumb a lot when I play. I'm going to bar the top, or these low 2 strings, the E and A, on the 5th fret. So that's all barred. But another way you could do it too is if you bar here on the 4th fret, you could just add your middle finger onto the 5th fret on the A string, and then you're not really playing the low E on this next part. You could do it like that too. But for me, it's just easier to bar that A string on the 5th fret with my thumb, and I'm still barred here on the 4th fret. So this is the next part of how it sounds. Okay, so you got that shape, and then I add my ring finger to the 5th fret on the high E. Okay, so it's, you're gonna do a hammer-on, pull off, and then strum the B and G string. So I'm barred. This is the next part. So I'm barred on the 2nd fret from the D string down, and then you're just going to be adding your pinky onto the 4th fret on the high E. So it's on, off, on, and then a couple little strums. So again. And then to end the whole cycle, it ends with this. Alright, so for that, you're just going to hold the A string on the 2nd fret, and you're going to do like a slow strum down through all the chords from the A down. And then high E on the 2nd, hit it once, and then do a hammer-on, pull off, gonna hit it open, hammer on, and pull it off. And then B, G, D. So it's so you do it twice, but on the second time you just do the hammer on, pull off. I'm gonna hit the B and G, okay? And then right into the last part, which we already did that. It's a bar on the second, and then you're adding your pinky on the 4th fret G. Alright guys, so that's pretty much the first cycle of the song, and then it's going to go right back into this part again. Which is the beginning of the song. But one cool thing that Jimmy Page does in the live versions, I'm going to show you what he does coming out of this part. Okay, so he just kind of just pounds on the A string, you know, a little bit like. And he does it in the live performances. It sounds kind of cool. So it's another thing that you could kind of add in if you wanted to, or you could just from this part. You could just jump right back into the beginning without doing that. Alright guys, so he's going to go through that whole cycle that I just showed you a second time. So it's pretty much all the same. A couple of little cool things that you could add into it, like when you're back at this part. When you're back at that part, what you could do is when you're doing this, instead of just strumming, you could go. He does that in the live performances also. So you do that same shape. That's all the same. Then you do like one strum, and then you do D string, G string, B string. Then you hammer on onto the 12th fret on the B string, and then back to the 9th. So it's. Then you go to this shape, the A minor shape, and do the same thing. So again, it looks like this. And then right back into that part. So that's just a little variation that you can do if you want to throw that in also, just to make it, I think it sounds kind of cool to add that in. So then yeah, it goes through the whole thing again until you get to this part that I showed you. Okay, but instead of going right into this, instead of going to that part, it's going to sound like this. Okay, so what I added in is you go here to this, then you go back to this again, and then you do the same thing on this, on the 5th to the 7th fret, barring on the 5th from the D string down, and then you're gonna pinky on, off, on the 7th fret on the high E string. And then a couple strums, then back to this, and then back to that other part again, and then this. And that ends the second cycle. And then you go right back into the beginning again. And it goes through again. It goes through a couple times with the variations in there. Okay, so when you're coming out of like the third time doing it, for the next part of the song, it's gonna kind of get into the heavy part, and with the acoustic, the way I play it sounds like this. Okay, so what that is, you're gonna do it 4 times, that part. So the first part, you bar on the 7th fret from the D string down, and I put my thumb here so it mutes the low E string, because you're gonna be strumming a little bit harder on this part. So you mute the low E, and you're just playing from the A string down with the open A. Okay. So bar from the D string down on the 7th, and then add your pinky to the 9th fret on the high E. So it's pinky's on the whole time, then you take it off on the last strum. Then you go down to the same exact shape, 2 frets down. So it's pinky on, and then 1. So then when you do the 1 strum with the pinky off, you do a couple down, up, down with that bar still on the 5th fret, then you go to open. So it's open. And then you can do this like walk down on the A string on the 4th fret to the 2nd fret, open, and then bar again on the 7th fret. So I'm going to play that whole part slow. Do some strums, then you go right back into the first part of it. Okay, so it's going to go through that 4 times. And on the 4th time, when you're back to the last bar on the 7th fret, jumps right back into that again. I already showed you how to play that part. And then you go through the cycle to finish it off with this part again. Okay, so that's all the main parts. So then I'm just going to show you the ending part to this song, which is another one of my favorite parts to play. So this is how the first part of it sounds. Okay, so to do that, you're going to be barred again from the D string down, as you are most of the song. And you're going to have your pinky on the high E string again. So you could slide into it from like the 5th and 7th to the 7th and 9th. 3 slides, or you could just play it here. It's up to you either way. Yeah, so once you do that, you do 3 strums. Lift your pinky off, hit the open, or hit the E and B while you're barred on the 7th. And then move it down 2 frets. Pinky on, then off. And then you add your pinky to the 7th fret, G, B, and E string. You can use your ring finger or your pinky. I use my pinky. So from the beginning part. Okay, next part. So this time you're on the 4th fret, barred, still from the D down, and you're doing it on the 5th fret with the pinky. So pinky on for 3 strums, and then take it off, and then hit the E and B again. Land on the 2nd fret and the 4th fret with your pinky. So once you land there, you strum, but then you're gonna strum it again. So it's on, off, on. Okay, so from the beginning again. Back to this shape, 4th fret and 5th fret. Just 1 strum on that. Back to the 5th and 7th, 1 strum. And then on, off, on. To the 7th and 8th, 1 strum on that. Barred again with the pinky. To the 8th and 10th, 1 strum. And then on, off, on. And then you slide from the 10th to the 12th with your pinky. I know that's a lot that I just told you, but I'm going to play it again slowly for you guys from the beginning. Give it a little bit of vibrato, and then it goes into this part. It sounds like this. Okay, so what that is B string 5th, G string 6th, D string 7th. Okay, you're gonna hit the you're just gonna arpeggiate through the strings from the A string down. A, D, G, B, E, B, G, B. And you do it twice. Okay? So then the next part's gonna sound like this. Okay, so that's going to be from the 5th to the 7th. You're going to hit it and pull off. And then 6th fret on the B, 7th fret D or G. And then the high E again on the 5th fret. So it's and then you come to the 2nd fret. Do a pull off on the high E. B, G, open E. And then from the 3rd to the 5th, you're gonna do this one a little bit faster because you're gonna go through it twice. So it's pull off, 4th fret B, 5th fret G. And then you go back to the B, E, B, G. Okay, so from here again. Then the next part's gonna sound like this, the last part. Okay, so that's gonna be from on the 5th fret on the B string by itself. You're gonna hit arpeggiate from the G string. I'm sorry, from the D string down. Then 4th fret A and 4th fret on the B. You're gonna hit A string, G, B, E. Move it down 2 frets. Arpeggiate again, A, G, B, E, B, E. And then do that bar again on the 2nd fret. And then just strum from the A string through the B string to end it. So slowly from this part again, I'm going to show you. Alright guys, so that's all the parts of this song. So just listen to the song like I said, so you could put all the pieces together and you figure out where everything goes. But alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. This is one of my favorite songs to play. It's a really nice sounding song. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks.